Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a little bit of a short walk through of Resident Evil 5. And here's a little bit of a backstory of the Resident Evil timeline. 1960, engineer Michael Warren begins the electrification of Raccoon City. The fifth head of the Ashford family, Edward Ashford, begins his research into what would later become known as the progenitor virus. 1962, Oswald E. Spencer enlists architect George Trevor to design and construct a reclusive mansion on the outskirts of Raccoon City. December 1966, Oswald E. Spencer, James Marcus, and Edward Ashford officially established the progenitor virus, which reconstructs a living organism's DNA. 1967, November. The construction of the mansion and the lab facilities in the Arklay Mountains is completed. Jessica and Lisa Trevor are injected with a variant of the progenitor virus. The virus fails to establish itself in Jessica, and she is subsequently disposed of. The virus shows promise in Lisa, and as a result, she is placed under close observation. George Trevor is chosen to be a test subject, however, due to his intimate knowledge of the mansion facility, he is disposed of instead. 1968, construction of Raccoon City's public transit trolleys began in Europe, and they are quickly put into use within the city. Spencer founds the pharmaceutical company Umbrella with Marcus and Edward Ashford. The company is established to mask their biological research. July, Edward Ashford contracts the progenitor virus and dies. His son, Alexander Ashford, succeeds him as head of the Ashford family. August, the Umbrella training facility is established in the Arklay Mountains with Marcus appointed as director. February of 1969, Alexander Ashford begins to design a facility in Antarctica. Antarctica, you know what I mean. He secretly makes plans to build an underground laboratory for the purpose of the Code Veronica project. November, Umbrella's and Antarctic base and research facilities are completed. 1971, the Code Veronica project is successful. The twins, Alfred and Alexia Ashford, are born. 1977, Albert Wesker and William Birkin join the training facility as prospective managers. January 1978, Marcus successfully develops the T-virus. July 1978, the closure of the training facility is finalized. Wesker and Birkin transfer their T-virus research to the Arklay Research facility. Marcus continues his own research in the closed-down training facility. 1981, July. Although only 10 years old, Alexia Ashford graduates at the top of her class from a prestigious university. Birkin begins to view Alexia as a rival. 1982, Alexia injects her father, Alexander, with the T. Veronica virus, but the experiment ends in failure. December 1983, Wesker researches secondary exposure to the T virus. He begins to have reservations about Spencer's plans. Alexia injects herself with the T. Veronica virus and enters a 15-year cryogenic sleep. To maintain the secrecy of this plan, it is reported that she died of accidental exposure to the virus. Michael Warren becomes mayor of Raccoon City in 1987. 1988. Wesker, under orders from Spencer, assassinates Marcus. Under Birkin's guidance, the T-Virus program begins the development of the BOW Tyrant, codenamed Nemesis. Umbrella begins work on the Nemesis project at its 6th European research facility. 1991, Umbrella begins construction of an expansive underground laboratory beneath Raccoon City, the Hive. Spencer approves Birkin's G-Virus project and work begins on it. Wesker is transferred to the Information Department. 1992, Umbrella contributes funds for the refurbishment of City Hall and the building of the General Hospital. A statue of Michael Warren is erected in City Hall. In 1993, Raccoon City Police Chief Brian Irons begins conducting negotiations with Umbrella. Birkin transfers to the underground lab in Raccoon City. Clandestine meetings with Irons begins. Alfred Ashford graduates from a university in England and becomes director of the Antarctica facility. He rises up the ranks to eventually become an executive of Umbrella and then director of Rockford Island. December of 1993, a training facility for anti-bioweapon squad members is completed. 1994, John from the Chicago lab takes over for Birkin at the Arclay Research Facility. Alfred builds a private mansion and prison on Rockford Island. Raccoon City Police Department. 1996, Raccoon City Police Department's STARS team is funded with Wesker and as captain. Hunk, later of the Umbrella Special Forces, undergoes combat training at Rockford Island. 1998, May. A mysterious clone of Marcus's appears at the Umbrella training facility. There is a large-scale viral leak at the Arclay Mansion. The research lab there is destroyed. Cerberus claims its first victim, a 20-year-old woman whose body is found dismembered. June 1998. Cerberus sightings are reported in a local Raccoon City magazine. July 1998. Two groups are sent to investigate the training facility. The first one is wiped out by bioweapons located on the premises. There is an increase in reports of accidents and missing persons in the Arclay Mountains. The city sends the STARS Bravo team to investigate. Bravo team's helicopter experiences engine trouble for unknown reasons and is forced to put down in the Arclay Mountains. Bravo team takes the Eucalyptic Express to investigate the training facility, which is later destroyed. Alpha team is sent out to search for Bravo team when communication is lost. The occurrence of the mansion incident, Bravo team leader Enrico Morini learns Wesker's true identity. Wesker murders Enrico. Ravaged by the virus, the mansion and the lab are destroyed. 4 members of Alpha Team and 1 member of Bravo Team escape the catastrophe. Survivors: Chris Redfield, Joe Valentine, Barry Burton, Brad Vickers, Rebecca Chambers. Joe Valentine. Wesker escapes the Arclay Research Facility before it is destroyed. August. Former STAR members Chris Redfield learns of the G virus and heads to Europe to investigate Umbrella. September, the virus spreads throughout Raccoon City via infected mice. The city is declared a biohazard as incidents of cannibalism continue to rise. Birkin completes work on the G virus. A zombie horde attacks the city's police station. The police station is destroyed and Chief Irons descends into mania. Warren escapes the city but leaves his daughter behind. UBCS, Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasure Service, arrives in the city to begin rescue operations. Rookie police officer Leon Kennedy arrives in the city at the same time as Claire Redfield. Yeah, I get this part. Umbrella deploys the bioweapon Nemesis T-Type into the city and it begins its hunt for former star member Jill Valentine. Umbrella deploys mass-produced tyrants into the city. Leon and Claire escape the city with William and Annette Birkin's daughter, Sherry. With the arrival of the U.S. military, the city is placed under martial law. UBC as survivors are exploited by Umbrella's official observer of the situation, Nikolai Genoviev, and they die one by one. The hospital is destroyed. Ada Wong and Hunk each acquire samples of the G virus. The underground lab in Raccoon City is destroyed. The Hive, pretty much. October, the U.S. government decides to eliminate the virus by destroying Raccoon City with a missile strike. Claire infiltrates, December. Claire infiltrates the Paris laboratory only to be captured and imprisoned on Rockford Island. Wesker attacks the island with his own private force and releases the T-virus onto the island. Claire escapes from the prison and sends an email to Leon asking for help. Her location is made known to Chris. Jill escapes Raccoon City and goes to Chris's apartment, but he has already left for Rockford Island. Alfred Ashford escapes the island. Chris arrives at Rockford Island and finds Wesker. Alexia Ashford wakes up from her cryogenic sleep at the Antarctica base. Alfred dies shortly after. Claire and Chris are reunited at the Antarctica base, and together they defeat Alexia. They escape before the base is destroyed. 2002. Jack met Krauser, fakes his own death, and joins Wesker's secret organization. 2003. February. Chris and Jill take part in the mission to destroy the Umbrella Kaus research facility in Russia. They were successful in destroying a new bioweapon known as Talus. 2004. The U.S. President's daughter, Ashley Graham, is kidnapped by a religious group known as the Los Illuminados. The actual kidnapping was carried out by Krauser. Leon Kennedy was scheduled to join Ashley's Secret Service detail, but is ordered to find her instead. That's what happened in Resident Evil 4. Leon Kennedy is injected with the Las Plagas parasite by the Los Illuminados. After that, he and Ashley, who is also infected with the same parasite, take shelter in a church. After escaping the village, Leon and Ashley are forced to seek refuge in an old castle, but Ashley is once again apprehended. This time, she is taken to an isolated island by Krauser under the orders of Ramon Salazar, the 8th head of the Salazar family. Leon confronts Salazar and defeats him. Leon heads to the island to find Ashley, and is there that he defeats both Jack Krauser and Osmond Sadler, the leader of the Los Illuminados cult. Leon and Ashley use the facility on the island to remove the parasites. Ada Wong steals the Las Plagas parasite sample from Leon. Leon and Ashley escape from the island by jet ski. So now, That's what's up. Capcom presents. Las Plagas.
Captain Deshant here. We secured the underground route to the coordinates.
Should have seen it coming. It didn't take long after the fall of the Umbrella Corporation for their bioweapons to end up in the hands of terrorists.
Chris Redfield.
A new era of bioterrorism descended upon vulnerable countries, shifting the balance of power throughout the region. People in the destabilized areas soon feared another incident like Raccoon City was inevitable. As panic spread, governments of the world turned to the Global Pharmaceutical Consortium, which formed the anti-terrorism unit BSAA. Operatives of the BSAA were sent to infiltrate and neutralize bioterrorist hotspots, restoring safety and stability to various regions around the globe.
Welcome to Africa. My name is Sheba Alama.
Chris Redfield.
Your reputation precedes you, Mr. Redfield. It's an honor.
Just Chris, thanks. So you'll be accompanying me to the destination?
Yes. Tensions are running high ever since the change in government.
I'll bet. Intel says it's a haven for terrorists now.
And I'm not going to be happy to see an American, BSAA or not. That's why I'm your partner. Help put them at ease.
Well, I'm sure you'll do just fine.
Partner. It's believed that Joe Valentine is dead.
You okay?
But it's...
Yeah, sorry. It's nothing. Let's go. Casualties continue to mount over the long years I've struggled. More and more, I find myself wondering if it's all worth fighting for. Maybe one day, I'll find out.
Hey! Huyo ingeke. Anafanya nini hapa?
You don't have to get touchy. Let's go.
There is one thing I do know. I have a job to do, and I'm gonna see it through.
Chapter 1-1, Civilian Checkpoint.
This is Kirk. Chris, Sheva, can you read me?
Chris here. Coming in loud and clear, Kirk.
Yes, we read you.
There's a black market weapons deal going down in Kijuju. That's where Irving will be. The Alpha team has already infiltrated the area, and you will be going in as backup. Rendezvous with your contact at the butcher's shop. You can gear up and get briefed on the mission there. Watch your backs.
Roger that.
Copy. Over and out.
Partner, what is it?
Chris Redfield. Go around to the side door.
Chris, this way.
Good, you're both here. Come. You too. This way. It may be because of the new government, but people around here are a little on edge. You should do what you came here to do and go home.
Yeah, they really roll out the red carpet for us Americans.
I have your weapons for you here. Check them. Grab your weapons. The operation is already started.
Destination coordinates?
Him and those
Squares
fucking
up
arms,
ahead.
dude.
Go through there. Alpha team's waiting at the deal location.
Good.
What do you know about Ouroboros?
Mostly just rumors. Something about visions of a doomsday project.
Doomsday sounds about right, and apparently it is no rumor.
You're kidding, right?
You must find a man named Irving. He is our only lead. And be careful out there.
So I got a partner in this. You know.
remember, we're a team. Whatever happens, we stick together.
Don't worry. I may not be as big as you, but I can still hold my own.
Easy, partner. I always take point. Huh. Nice. Give some money.
Did you hear that? It came from that building.
Las Plagas.
Freeze!
They've been infected. Now he's infected too.
Are you okay?
No, he doesn't look okay, Chris.
What the hell just happened?
They didn't move like any zombies I've ever seen.
Use this! We should keep moving. They'll find us soon.
If they haven't found us, they haven't found us yet, they have now.
need to get to that house. We'll have a better chance of fighting them from there.
Come in, Kirk. The locals were hostile and we had to use force. We don't have any contingency plans for this situation, do we, Kirk?
Roger on the locals, but your orders still stand.
What does that mean? Was HQ expecting this?
Come on!
Okay. Use this!
Take it!
Okay. Thanks, partner.
I need ammo!
Use this!
Come on!
Okay. I owe you one.